What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the ISNF CMP Rivers Furniture and Decor Cup Series for tonight's Hook and Reel. Always searching 250 from Auto Club Speedway. Hope everybody's ready for a fun night tonight. If you're on the Facebook side, sorry I haven't responded to you yet. Having issues pulling it up on my phone. But if y'all give me 1 second, I'll get it pulled up, get it going. But how is everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great night so far. It is ready for a fun-filled Sunday night as we have got a lot of racing on the docket for everybody tonight. It is going to be action-packed from start to finish tonight. As I'm telling you, it is going to be crazy. Between the cup race, the dirt race, and then the late model race tonight, it is just action-packed all the way through. Before we go down to the racetrack, tell you what, let's pull up and take a look at your point standings coming into tonight. Let's pull those up for everybody. Looks like Colin Forster is going to come in tonight with your points lead. Nick Cannon, Wildin' Out second quickest, Sean McLaughlin third, Jeff Weimer fourth, Robbie Miami Vice fifth, Charles Roberson sixth, seventh Johnny Castle eighth, Dave Cochane ninth, Jonathan Combs and 10th Salty Dave Salters. Lester Brown, Chew, Weeks, Whitfield, Ricketts, Bauk, Rivers, Seaborn, and Fitz round out your top 20. But how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Sorry for the sporadic talking. I'm trying to get this thing to pull back up for me so I can actually keep up with the chat tonight. That's, kind of important to be able to keep up with it. But I see Charlie Miller out there. What's going on, Charlie? Uncle Kenny's out there. Alan's out there. How's everybody doing? As apparently Facebook changed some stuff on me today. I didn't realize they changed. But I hope everybody's having fun. Let's get down to the racetrack, see what's going on down there as the drivers finish up their practice here today and get ready to take on this 2-mile speedway here in California, Fontana, California to be exact. Not far from the Hollywood Hills. Got 7 minutes left here in practice. But yesterday we had the Truck Series race here. Trucks struggled with the 12-mile-an-hour wind gusts out of the mountains. Tonight, wind gusts even worse than they were last night. As we'll pull up your track information for you here real quick. Auto Club Speedway, 2 miles in length, 4 turns, 3,600 feet above sea level. Track temp right now 88 degrees. Winds gusting at 19 mile an hour out of the northeast. So stronger winds tonight than we had last night. So it should be interesting to see how these drivers handle that. Pull up your top 20 rundown for you. But how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good one. As I can't tell if anybody's chatting or not, or if my stuff's even right, acting right. Salty Dave, what's going on the YouTube side? How you doing, sir? Hope you're having a good night. As right now, Colin Forster, fastest here in practice. Seaborn, second quickest. Heath, third. Lester, fifth. Combs, fifth. Weimer, sixth. Wildin' Out, seventh. Ricketts, eighth. Jurek in ninth. McLaughlin, 10th. Wheeldon, 11th. Salter, 12th. Whitfield, 13th. Duda, 14th. Chew, 15th. Brown, 16th. Fusion, 17th. Hitchcock, 18th. Miami Vice, 19th. And Moran, 20th. Barnaby McLaughlin, what's going on? Cheering him on from New Hampshire. Heck yeah. Kyle Contral, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Yeah, Uncle Kenny, I agree. Wind will play a factor, but they do have those giant-ass spoilers, as the Queen Bee likes to refer to them as, which should help with that extra downforce tonight, maybe make them a little bit more stable. But before we get too far into this, I do want to, again, remind you this is the Hook and Reel 250, brought to you by the Hook and Reel Apparel Company out of California. Check them out on Facebook. They have some amazing products over there if you're into fishing in Americana. At least that's kind of the vibe I got off their Facebook page today. Do want to give a quick shout out to Texas Travis Eccles. Thoughts and prayers to him and his family right now as they had a recent death in the family. Austin Rhodes is going to be subbing for him tonight in the number 66. Austin trying to take the spot of old Gary Amijo as a super sub. I have to start calling him Meatball or something here. But speaking of super sub, old Gary Amijo back to doing what he does best. He's subbing for Carl Rourke tonight in the number 47 Hungry Jack Pancakes Chevrolet. Got a couple rookies making their debuts tonight. Carl Satchel in the 15. Devin Lamotte in the 32. Patrick Ginter in the 78. Marshall Moran in the 38. Those 4 rookies making their debuts tonight. And then we got some drivers on the move already changing teams early in the season. Eugene Thorne is going to switch to the MBM team, taking over the number 49, where he'll become teammates with Texas Travis Eccles. So it should be fun. We'll be racing the Supers later tonight. Heck yeah, Kyle. Kendra out there says, let's go, Michael, 53. Barbara over on both sides tonight. She got both sides covered. She got the YouTube side covered and the Facebook side covered. That's what I'm talking about. But down to the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds here in practice for these guys as they get after it. But should be interesting to see how this one plays out. For those y'all, Mike Lester says, I'm fine. Hey, Mike. For those y'all that tuned in last night for the Legacy race from Myrtle Beach, hope you guys had as much fun as I did with that race. I thought it was an entertaining race, to say the least. But it was definitely a fun race to keep up with. 278 laps there. Ooh, 2 cars smacking the wall right there on the exit of turn 4. Car's going to get a little snug on the exit of turn 4. Got to be careful up there. So it's going to be interesting. Tonight, as always, Cup Series. This is open setup for these guys and gals. 16X, the max X limit for tonight. 50% fuel and unlimited tires and 1 fast repair for these drivers. As we'll pull up your mini driver bar here so you can see the drivers out there. See who the camera is focused in on as you see old downtown William Brown there in the 48. Oh, another car tight on the exit there, getting the wall. See Dean Weeks there in the number 31. Oh, Johnny Castle in the number 34 tonight. He's got a new teammate with him tonight, the rookie in the 38. That'll be Marshall Moran. See Chad Hitchcock there in that number 22 Auto Trader Ford. Devin Lamotte, another rookie, in the number 32 Dryden Ford. Excuse me, sorry about that. I didn't get to my mute button fast enough. Kendra says, what's wrong, Michael? All right, for long-time followers of the channel, you know I'm going to have a hard time tonight when I see that 18 with M&M's on it. I want to say T-Rowdy a bunch. But Max Davies back tonight. Oh, Ryan Urich. Why is his picture not showing up? I have it in the system. Ryan, get with me. If you're out there listening, Ryan, I don't know if you are or not, but send me a message after the race. There's something is not right. I have you in my file. I've looked over it 3 times. You should be showing up. I don't know why not. Thank you for the bless you there, Charles. Nick Cannon says, I forgot my decals for y'all. Yeah, turn 4 is definitely going to be the hot spot tonight, as the drivers are going to be struggling coming off that corner tonight. Hell yeah, Kyle, they ain't bad at all. Eugene Thorne out there in that 00. Again, he'll be moving teams. See Michael Zuver there in that number 11 FedEx freight car this week. as practice comes to an end. It's the end of your countdown to green, brought to you by Gearhead Coffee. Check them out at gearheadcoffee.com. Put in promo code FULLSEND10. Get 10% off your entire purchase order. As we ring up your qualifying driver bar along with your running order, or not your running order, we need your qualifying drop down. Pull the right drop down there, Robin. See Colin Forrester heading out there in the number 24. William Brown in the 48. Nick Saria forgot to change his number, so he's still 00. Heck yeah. See Jonathan Combs there. Then number 5. Jonathan had a solid run last week at Phoenix. Oh, Wesley Whitfield and then number 62. It'll probably get towards twilight, or not twilight, but probably get right towards nighttime by the time it gets towards the end of it. It's starting realistic time and everything, so. See Salty Dave out there in the number 18. But we should see the sun change and the shadows hit the track tonight, if nothing else. Get right towards nighttime by the time this one comes to an end. But this is, as far as the way the race is set up and everything, it's starting right around the same time as your current time right now. So currently it is 6, 5, 4, 3 o'clock in the afternoon there at the racetrack. So hope your drivers need it cold. Yeah, temperatures should start dropping tonight. We'll keep an eye on temperatures as we go. Like we said, right now, if we look at our track information, track temp right now is 86 degrees. So we'll keep an eye on that track temperature as the night goes on. All right, so Wheeldon and Jurek, for some reason, their stuff is not pulling up for me still. I don't know why. See Robbie Bice there, and then number 6, Roush Fenway Racing Mustang. We got 2 minutes left in qualifying here. Right now, Colin Forrester, your fastest, at a 40.175. His teammate Combs, second quickest. Fitz, how about that? Matthew Fitz goes to third overall with a 40.284. Downtown William Brown in fourth. Oh, wilding out Nick Cannon in fifth. Michael Lester currently in sixth. Whitfield seventh. Seaborn eighth. Ricketts ninth. And McLaughlin, your top 10, is old Dave Korchesny out there in the number 42. See what Dave's able to do here on his qualifying lap. What up, Brogan? See old Kenny Heath out there. And then number 27. Dave's going to cross the stripe here. See what Dave puts in for his first lap. 41.853. That's good enough for 29th fastest overall right now. As you watch Dave go down the backstretch with 1:06 left in qualifying. Right now, no one's come close to Colin Forrester's time. Ooh. Dave up the track there. That's not going to help his qualifying lap. See what Kenny Heath's able to do here in his first lap. He'll cross the stripe in that Xbox sponsored Chevrolet there. 40.652. That'll jump him to 10th quickest overall. Good lap there for Kenny Heath. As we have our final 36 seconds left here in our Gears and Glitz qualifying session. Yeah, I'm still not fully sold on that one yet, Kyle. I always slaughter Dave's last name. That's what I do, Beth Rhea. You know that as well as I do. See if Kenny's able to pick it up here on his final lap as he crosses the stripe with 3 seconds to go. Not going to go any faster on his second lap, so he'll stay 10th overall. That's going to bring it into qualifying. Alan Bergen says Auto Club is a boring racetrack. Auto Club is one of those racetracks where, if you are a strategic driver that likes long runs and playing strategy, it plays to your favor. If you're an action guy and you like constant side by side battles, yeah, Auto Club can definitely get you there. But it's time for the pit pass with the Queen Bee starting grid for tonight. So starting on the pole, going to be Colin Forster in that number 24. He's going to be joined outside by his teammate Jonathan Combs in that 5. Row number 2 is where you'll find Matthew Fitz in that 21. And downtown William Brown in the 48 to his outside. Row 3, that's where you're going to find old wildin' out Nick Cannon along with Jeff Weimer. Weimer's watching out for that old muffin pan being swung by Danielle. Row number 4, that's where you'll find Ryan Jurek along with Michael Lester. I got to get with Ryan after this, figure out why his stuff won't pull up for me. Row 5, that's where you're going to find Wesley Whitfield along with Kenny Heath. Row 6, Bryant Seaborn and Jason Ricketts in the 9. Make up row 6. Row 7, that's where you'll find McLaughlin and Dennis Fusion as they take up row number 7. Row 8, that's where you're going to find the next generation of Super Sub, Austin Rhodes, as he fills in that number 66 tonight alongside David Salter in that 18. Row 9 is where you're going to find old Chewy, Brian Chew in the 23XI alongside Snowflake herself, Rhea Ferris. Row 10, that's where you're going to find rookie Devin Lamote in that number 32 along with fellow rookie Patrick Gittner in that number 78. Row 11, that's where you're going to find Poppy Jean Duda in the 19 along with Robbie Miami Vice in the 6. Row 12, that's where you'll find Dean Weeks along with Marshall Moran in the 38. You got to get with him, figure out why his isn't pulling up. Then we got Eddie Rivers in the next row. Row 14, where we'll find Roland Paparazzi Landry in the number 37 along with Chad Hitchcock in the 22. Row 15, Wielden Sr. in that number 17. Got to get with him, figure out why his won't pull up for me. And Johnny Castle in the number 34. Row 16, that's where you'll find old Dave, as we refer to him, just Dave, in the 42, along with Albert Hewins in the 10. Row 17 is where you'll find Chuck Cobb in the 16, along with Eugene Thorne, as he starts his new ride tonight. Max Davies is in the 43 tonight, along with Super Sub Gary Armijo, as he's filling in the 47 tonight. Row 19 is where you'll find Dan Wilkerson, along with David Bauk in the 1. David, hometown driver. See how he does tonight. And row 20, starting 39th, will be old rookie Montgomery there. Another guy looking for a good run in that 8 car tonight. So that is your 39 drivers to do battle here tonight. Kyle says, I'll always be more of a short track guy. I do like some of the 1.5 miles, but the short tracks take your skill to be really fast. I am a slow no matter where I go kind of guy. So Mike Lester over on the YouTube side says, I'm the best. Kidger agrees, he is the best and always cocky. We got 14 people over on the Twitch side, or not on the Twitch side, but the YouTube side watching right now. And we got 10 of you over here on the Facebook side watching. Appreciate each and every one of you that tune in. As we watch the field work down the back straightaway here to get ready for the initial start here. So we'll pull up your top 5 bar on the left-hand side of your screen. 125 laps the distance here tonight. 39 drivers, 125 laps as we get ready to take on the Hook and Reel 250 from Auto Club Speedway. Lights off atop the pace car as we get ready to go out of turn number 4. Pace car makes that left on the pit road, leaving the field in the hands of the teammates, the Hendrick Motorsports teammates in that front row. Here we go. Green flag in the air. We're underway. As you watch the HMS teammates work together on the top side, Combs and downtown. Right now it's going to be Forrester on the bottom with a push from the 21 of Fitz. It's going to get the lead on the bottom here. But we've seen it several times yesterday in the trucks. Just because you get off of turn number 2 with the lead doesn't mean you're going to have it when you get to turn number 3, as they'll get a big run on you down the backstretch, and here it comes. Oh, you watch that Wood Brother Racing Ford along with the Penske Ford there, shoving their way through on the bottom. Fitz tries to go for the lead, going to have to back out of it a little bit to keep it from pushing up the racetrack. But they'll cross side by side, but it looks like Forrester is going to have the advantage, and he'll lead our first lap here tonight, as lap 1 of 225 are in the books. As you see old Wildin' Out Nick Cannon there trying to make his way. Old Jeff Weimer in the 51. Go back in the field a little bit here. You see Michael Lester in that number 53. Junction Fuels Chevy Camaro as he tries to make his way to the front. Oh, we got him spinning already. Salty Dave along with the 99 of Dennis Fusion. They're going to be off the racing surface, so no caution to come out. Now the caution will come out. Tell you what, let's back this up. Pause it there. And let's see if we can find old Salty Dave here real quick. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's do that turn. And that one. Back it up a little bit more. That's not going to be a good angle. Let's try that angle. See if we can see what happened here as they come off the corner. Ooh. It's like Salty Dave kind of just snapped loose on him. Went down to the bottom. 99 there, just sort of in a wrong place at the wrong time there. But we'll let you make the call on that one, as, you know, that's what we do. Uncle Kenny rolled a 7. I'm still going to take the under on that one. I'm going to take the under on that one. Yeah, you got to run that middle to high line to be able to save some tires, because tire saving is going to be key tonight. You'll see about a 2-second fall off over the length of the run. As the 3 HMS teammates are out front, Forrester, Combs, and Brown. What is the X factor in this race? I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, there's 2 things tonight that we got to watch out for in this race. Number 1, 19 mile an hour wind gusts. Yeah, we got the giant spoilers on these things. You got the big Nakaducks on the front and all that. But a 19 mile an hour wind gust out of turn number 2 is going to cause issues for some of these drivers. I think what you've seen there with Dave is a result of that. Just a big wind gust caught his car and sent it around there. That's going to be an issue. And then also, I think the other thing to look at is once we start getting long green flag runs and we start talking about pit stops, do you want to be the guy that comes in first, or do you want to be the guy that comes in last? But we do know from experience of calling races here, if you're running second to the leader and the leader pits, you're going to want to pit that next lap. Because if you try and stay out there a couple more laps, you're going to have such a huge deficit to make up that I don't know if you're going to be able to. Michigan and Auto Club are like sister tracks. They're pretty much identical for the most part, but they do not race like it. Something about the way this track is set up, it just doesn't race the same way Michigan does. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Michigan has such cold winters, and that snow and everything that hits the track, and the way the track surface itself ages has a lot to do with it. Auto Club just sits in the sun year after year after year, so it never really gets that shock to the asphalt like you see in Michigan. That's just my opinion. But lights off on the pace car. We'll go single file restart this time. But at any point, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, feel free, ask questions, interact is what we do here on the channel. Trying to have as much fun with you guys out there as we do calling the race. Same for everybody over on the YouTube side. Feel free. Got 15 of you out there on the YouTube side. Pace cars down. Oh, leaving the field in the hands of Forrester here. Green flag back out. Whoa! We got them stacked up a little bit back there. Oh, no. Oh, Chewy, you're probably going to get a black flag if we pass it to the inside before the start-finish line. Third series, what's happening? Single file is if they get a double file restart and they get a caution within a lap or two of the restart, they'll go single file to try and curb the. Oh, here we go. Oh, that wasn't good. Back it up here. Let's go with the 6 car. Because, old Miami Vice, he goes for a ride here. As he's the last one to try and make it through, but he doesn't. He slams that inside wall. It's a heavy damage to old Miami Vice there. Yeah, 27 got up into the wall there on the outside of turn 2. And then it just sort of snatched back into the track on him. I don't think you're fooling anybody. 62, though, he will come to pit road. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm being dead serious, for those of y'all that may have never done iRacing, and even for some of y'all that have, you know, people talk about the differences in setup and gear and what you use, and you know that impact that Robbie Bice just had there. If you have a direct drive wheel or a really good second level wheel like a Fanatec and some of the other ones, I'm not so sure. The Thrustmaster, at least with my Thrustmaster, wasn't so bad. I'm not so sure about the G29s. But if you got a wheel that has really good force feedback on it, that hurts. That thing will snap the wheel out of your hand. And God forbid you have a motion rig. It'll try and throw you out of that thing. But a direct drive wheel, I mean, it'll break a wrist. You know, I remember everybody used to pick on Danica Patrick when she first got into NASCAR. They showed an in-car camera view where she let go of the wheel right before she hit the wall. But, you know, you kind of have to. Because if you don't, man, when that wheel snaps back, it'll mess you up. Same thing here on the sim when it comes to the way the wheel reacts to these impacts. Papa Case is so great to have a G29. You should be alright, Papa Case. You should be alright. Just hold. Best advice I can give anybody when it comes to doing iRacing and the wheels and whatnot, don't white knuckle it. If you're white knuckling the wheel, you're holding onto the wheel way too hard. Kyle, that's what I started off with, is the Thrustmaster TMX. And then I upgraded to the Fanatec CSL Elite. So, yeah, never white knuckle a wheel in the iRacing sim. It'll hurt. It'll hurt bad. Chuck Garrett says let's go 14. Looks like another single file restart here. Pace car drops down on the pit road. Oh, see a bad start back in the back. They were already checking up on each other. As you watch old Wildin' out there, Nick Cannon in 5th. Ricketts along with Miss Rhea there. Miss Rhea running a special paint scheme tonight for the LGBTQ community out in California. How do you get rid of the captions? 1 second, I'll tell you. Give me 1 second here. Trying to figure out myself here how to get rid of the captions for you, and that'll hopefully help you out. If somebody out there already knows and wants to help us out, feel free. Okay. All right. If you go back to out of full screen to where you just see the screen itself, you'll see 3 little dots right next to the Beehive Media name. If you hit that, it has a thing called closed captions. Hit that, and then you can turn off captions. And that will turn them off for you. You watch Salty Dave there. As field kind of settled in here, kind of stretching it out a little bit here. As you watch Michael Lester there in 18th, trying to make his way up through the field. Be interested to see how he progresses through the field as we get a long run here. As you watch him head down into turns 3 and 4 here. But thinking of upgrading your pedals to the Thrustmaster T LCM to get that load cell pedal. See, I don't know anything about the Thrustmaster wheels, to be honest with you, Kyle. I don't have the pedals I really want. I have a load cell kit and all with my Thrustmaster, or not my Thrust, but my Fanatec that I have. But what I really want are the Fanatec inverted pedals. I got a friend that has those. I love them. I mean, it's a natural feel to them in the way they're set up. Especially if you're somebody like me that tends to drive with your toes and not your full foot. I'm one of those people that's more of the top half of my foot on the pedal than the whole foot on the pedal. So inverted is definitely way to go. But you see Matthew Fitz there running in fifth in that number 21. He's got Urich right there behind him in the 14. And here comes that 77 working the bottom there. As old Roland Paparazzi Landry in that 37 Bush's Baked Beans Chevrolet running in that 16 spot. See Dean Weeks there in the 41. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Kyle. People think I'm crazy when I tell them that's how I drive. But that's also what messes me up with road course racing, I believe, as well, because of the way my brake pressure works. Because I have to change the way my feet work on it. But I'm also a right foot braker. I'm not a left foot braker, so. So watch Dean Weeks there in the 41, currently running that 16th spot right there behind Lamotte. As you see him in that 32, Ricky making his debut tonight in that Dryden number 32 Go Fast racing entry. But field kind of strung out now, kind of been able to get that green flag run into it now. See how everyone kind of fares here. Is Forrester still your leader? Brown runs second. Combs third. Wallen out up to fourth. McLaughlin runs fifth. Oh, 62 catches the wall. Heck yeah, Kyle. As you watch them work through the corner here, they're fanning out through the corner. You see them everywhere from the middle line, bottom line, top line. And they'll fan out on the backstretch as well. But I tell you this much, and matter of fact, next time, let's go on board here. I'm gonna go on board with the driver here. Kind of let y'all experience how bumpy this racetrack is. Especially the backstretch. The backstretch here in California is about the bumpiest backstretch there is anywhere. Just watch Lester here working the bottom. Now on board with Ricketts. Well, watch these cars as they go down the backstretch. Watch how bumpy this thing is. See the wheel just moving left, right, left, right, left, right. That's not the driver doing that. That's the bumps in the racetrack that are causing that. It is not a smooth racetrack out here in California. As you watch Ricketts here, send it down into turn one. I'm going to run that high side. Give you an idea of how bumpy the racetrack is, though. There you go. Yeah, Chuck, we turned the closed captions on a while back because people were saying they had to kind of listen to it on low volume around people and they wish they could hear more or at least read it, so we've turned it on for them. See that 99 after he's gotten his fast repair and back out on the racetrack. As you watch him 2 wide down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Poppy Jean Duda and that number 19 Tracker Boats. Oh! Looks like Rhea, along with another driver there, had a bit of an issue on the front stretch. We'll find Rhea. See if we can back it up and see what happened. Oh, Rhea caught the wall on the exit. No, her and Roland Landry. Somehow, though, no caution. As you watch him go through the trial over here, see Whitfield there currently running that 17 spot. He's got a little bit of damage on that right-hand side where he caught the wall earlier. That's definitely hurting him down the straightaways. Ooh! As you watch Chad Hitchcock there along with Chuck Cobb. All right, Brogan, be safe, brother. Oh, my favorite question people used to ask at work is, are you working hard or you're hardly working? I used to say in between the two. See Jeff Weimer there, currently running in the 6th spot in that 51. Jeff had 2 really good runs yesterday, so not surprised to see him having a good run again here tonight. But right now, though, everyone's still chasing Colin Forster as he's led every lap so far tonight. Downtown William Brown runs 2nd. Combs in 3rd. Those are your 3 HMS teammates up front. As you watch that Joe Gibb Racing car of Seaborn there in 4th. Fitz in the Wood Brothers car. And the 51 there of Weimer. Let's see. Rick Ware Racing car. Colton Snyder, do you like broadcasting dirt or asphalt more? My heart is in dirt. Dirt is just what I love. I have a true passion for dirt. Asphalt is something that I've always grown up with. I've always gone to asphalt tracks. I've always gone to NASCAR races. But the biggest thing for me when it comes to broadcasting races, honestly, is the interaction with you guys in the chat. That's what makes it best for me, really, honestly. But if you were to tell me I could only broadcast one and I can't broadcast anything else, I would probably 9 times out of 10 choose dirt. But luckily, I don't have to have that choice. I can do them all, and I enjoy doing the asphalt broadcast just as much as I do the dirt most nights. Now, there are nights where sometimes the dirt racing is so intense and action-packed that, you know, I don't feel like I get a chance to breathe. Uncle Kenny. See Patrick Gittner there in that number 78 as he runs in that 21st spot. But first round of pit stops underway as leaders and all are starting to finally make their pit stops. Looks like about 25 laps is going to be about where we're at tonight on our fuel run. But you got to remember we had 2 really quick cautions, so guys were kind of able to stretch things out a little bit here. But the first round of pit stops is taking place. As right now, McLaughlin's going to be your leader. Salty Dave up to second. Seaborn third. As even more drivers now head to pit road. As you watch Chuck Cobb there in that Fraternal Order of Eagles, number 16, working through the corner. As more drivers start to make their way to pit road, first round of pit stops. With pit stops slowly but surely taking place. Dean Weeks out front right now in that 41. He pitted earlier under one of the cautions, so he's going to be able to go a little bit longer than everyone else. Lester as well. He came and pitted under one of those early cautions along with Papa Gene Duda. So they're going to be able to go a little bit further, but look for Max Davies and Michael Zuver to pit here soon, along with Chuck Cobb and Albert Hewins. Yeah, Charlie, I've had the pleasure of calling several caution-free races. I had a league last year. I'll be honest with you. They averaged, I think, 1 caution a race, if that much. I mean, they had a lot of caution-free races. I had a league that could go restrictor plate racing without a caution. I had one league. It was really funny. The entire weekend, their trucks, Xfinity and Cup Series, the trucks was a 100-lap race. They made it to lap 98 before the first caution. The Xfinity Series was 125 laps. They made it to 123 before the first caution. And the Cup Series technically didn't have a caution, but they wadded just about everything up on the very last lap. So it's possible. I've called a race at Bristol before where it only had 2 cautions in a 300-lap race at Bristol. So I mean, it's possible to do. It's just a lot of what you see, honestly, in a lot of the leagues, and you know, I can't speak so much for this league. This is my first season calling this league. But for a lot of leagues, a lot of it, especially at the beginning of the season, just has to do with the drivers getting to know each other. You know, you have to build that confidence with the drivers that you race around, knowing that when this guy does this, this is, you know, kind of what he always does. This is how he handles and approaches these situations. You know, and you kind of get used to it. You know, I raced in the league one time. We had this one guy that raced with us, and it was a simple rule: never go 3 wide with him. You can go 2 wide with him through a corner, you're fine. You can race him side by side, no problems. You take him 3 wide, there's always a problem, especially if he's in the middle, because he tends to get a little over anxious, tries to give too much room to one side or the other. And usually it ends up being a pretty big wreck. So, but right now, looks like the first round of pit stops has almost come to an end here. Still waiting for Michael Zuver and Albert Hewins to come to pit road, as actually they're on their way to pit road right now. So this should, if I'm not mistaken, cycle everything back through, and we should see Forrester back out front. Yep. So Colin Forrester back to the front. His teammate Brown and Combs second and third. Should see Matthew Fitz jump up to fourth here. Nope. Jurek's going to be fourth. Fitz is going to be fifth. But the bigger question is, once HDO catches up here, how big of a differential is it now between Forrester and his teammates and the rest of the field? You know, yesterday in the truck race, we went the first 50 laps without a caution. And the leader, I mean, he'd work it out to almost a 30-second advantage on the field. As you see McLaughlin putting pressure on the back of Fitz there. As right now, there you see your leader Forrester, Brown right there behind him. Those two have broken away from their other teammate Combs as he runs 3 seconds behind them. But you see the two lead cars now working through traffic. That's going to have a big say in how these guys handle things. But I'll put this out there to you guys in the chat, you know. Colton put me on the spot there, but I'll ask you guys out in the chat, which do you prefer broadcast-wise? Are you more of an asphalt broadcast person, or are you more of a dirt broadcast person? Or are you just a certain league with certain drivers? That's all you follow, that's all you care about. You don't really watch any other broadcasts. You know, kind of curious about that. Or are you just one of those, if it's got four wheels and a motor and they're racing for it, you want to be a part of it? So share your opinions with me out there on the YouTube side as well as the Facebook side. Right now we got 13 of you watching over on the YouTube side, but no one really wanting to talk over on the YouTube side. All the conversation's happening over here on the Facebook side. As you see now, William Brown is taking the lead from Forrester. So move William Brown out front, Forrester back to second. As we cross the start to complete lap 38 of 125. Kendra over on the YouTube side said, I follow certain leagues and certain drivers. Heck yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Papa K says, I prefer mile and under tracks, either surface. Okay. Colton says, I watch a lot of dirt broadcasts just to help learn the lines when the track starts slicking off. Yeah. There's a lot of drivers that'll do that. It's kind of their way of being able to study and learn different things. You can kind of watch and figure it out. But hopefully you guys enjoy watching the broadcast here on Beehive. And if nothing else, you got nothing going on, you notice we're live, you want to come hang out with us, feel free. And to watch Michael Lester, he's made it up to 13th now. Jeff Weimer kind of falling back through the field a little bit as he's in 12th. But how about old McLaughlin as he's now made his way up to 4th. He's going to try and chase down Combs, but there's a 20 or a 10-second gap to the leader and about, well, actually, no, 13-second gap to the leader and about 11 seconds back to Combs from McLaughlin. So you can see those top three drivers have definitely pulled away from everybody right now. Uncle Kenny says, I prefer asphalt, but that's because I'm learning. But I watch a lot of dirt now, thanks to Robbie and Ram. Heck yeah. Like I said, everybody has their own reasons for watching races and what race they watch and what series they watch. And You know, for a lot of people, it's just, hey, this is my son races in this, or my husband races in this, or boyfriend, or brother, or cousin. You know, they come out watch them to show them some support. So, you know, I get it. You know, just like you talk to drivers, there's certain drivers that dirt is their thing. They like dirt. That's it. That's all they want to race is dirt. You have others that are like, I want to do asphalt ovals. That's it. And you got your road course guys, and you got some people that like to do all of it. They like to do some dirt racing, some asphalt racing, some road course racing, just different things at different times. You know, just to keep them kind of up to date on how all of the competition works. But we watch the field head down the back straightaway here into turns 3 and 4. Downtown William Brown, your leaders, he's starting to stretch the advantage over Forster. He's out to almost a 6/10 of a second lead, working on almost 7/10 of a second. Combs runs third, another 2.6 behind. Then you have Wildin' Out Nick Cannon and Weeks in the 41 currently running in that 5th spot. So you watch them come through turns 1 and 2 here. Field getting strung out, getting that long green flag run feel to it. So we'll definitely see how this plays out for these guys. Chuck says we have a dirt track here in Beckley, West Virginia. Enjoy the races there. Heck yeah. Papa K wants to know what everyone's thoughts on road racing are. I enjoy actually racing road racing, but I'm horrible at broadcasting it. Charlie says, I love racing and seeing someone beside the big boys get the spotlight. Heck yeah. Uncle Kenny says, road racing is hard to watch because the cars get spread out and you can't keep track of your driver. Okay. I do know this much. I'd rather road race in a car that's made to road race than in one of these things. Whoa, 22 in the wall. Everyone's going to be able to make it around him safely, but wow, that got close. Tell you what, while we got a little bit of time, how about we go crank it up here for a minute? Let you listen to the sights and sounds of Auto Club Speedway. Alrighty, folks, we're back. As 48 laps are in the books, working lap 49 of 125. Coming up on that halfway point where we'll do a rundown through the field. Old school racing with bumpers. Define bumper. You mean like the old school chrome bumpers or like bumper bars? If you're talking about like bumper bars, like you have the Legends and modifieds and all that have the bumper bars on them. Probably the closest thing to a bumper would be the 87 Cup cars. That'll probably be the closest. But as you see, the lead has changed hands again. Colin Forster's gone back to the front in front of his teammate downtown William Brown. It's like Forster does a little bit better job of taking care of his tires. Yeah, there is an 87 Cup car on the iRacing service. Not a lot of leagues for it. Or at least not a lot of leagues that have come my way. Put it that way. Let's watch Patrick Gittner there in the 78, currently up to 12th. Good run for the rookie there tonight. As you see Seaborn go to his inside, take that 12th spot away from him. Ryan Jurek there, currently in the 7th spot. Ryan digging on the bottom as he comes off the corner here. As you watch Miss Rhea come to pit road. As we are right there around pit strategy time again. As a matter of fact, looks like Forster and Brown have come to pit road. Combs is going to stay out. As we get ready to see more cars break off and come to pit road here as our cycle of pit stops continues. Can you see some pit stops? Yeah, we can show you some pit stops. Matter of fact, the 14 just came to pit road. We'll watch him come down pit road. Unfortunately, you won't see the animation of the pit crew itself, but you can see them. You'll see the car go up and down and as you watch him come down and away here off the pit road. 4 tires and fuel there. Nah, Uncle Kenny, the only way you get to see the driver is if you're actually in the car actually racing. They have it set up that way it doesn't render too much at one time for you. If you ever pay attention when you come to pit road with other people, if I'm not mistaken, you don't see their pit crew either. You just see yours and that's it. As you watch Ryan Urey there get back up to speed in the number 14. Currently running in that 14th spot. George Urick now chased down Maria here. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, this is the dangerous part about pit stops. That is the dangerous part about pit stops right there. Fresh tires, old tires, drivers trying to come to pit road. It gets dicey. You see Michael Lester out front in that 53. Michael still hasn't come to pit road. As he's probably going to come this time, as you see him riding right down on the bottom of the racetrack. Usually a sign that a driver's going to try and come to pit road. But that got dicey for a moment there. As you see Max Davies there in that Richard Petty Motorsports number 43 Camaro, the old STP sponsored Camaro. With Gary Armijo, the super sub, right above him. As we'll let this round of pit stops come to an end, and as soon as it does, we'll do our through the field for you with all the drivers. But that got a bit sketch. As Albert Hewen and Robert Davies, or Max Davies right now, lead over Moran in third. Colin Forrester up to fourth. He'll get the lead back once Davies, Hewens, and Moran comes to pit road. As you see Armijo now making his way to pit road. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's go on board. We're gonna go gyro cam here with Max Davies, as I believe he's gonna come to pit road here. If not this lap, the next lap. Probably this one, as you see him running down the bottom. We'll watch how he gets on and off pit road here in the number 43. Yeah, he's coming to pit road this time. You hear him slowing down. Down shifts to third. Down to second. Oh, he goes to first. Real quick there. Down to pit road speed. As he brings it pit road. Oh, he's going to have to back up. Puts the car back in gear, wheel straight, foot on the brake. And then you see Davies now coming off. Barbara, it has to do with the green flag pit stops and everyone cycling through and where it picks it all up from. Once everyone starts making pit stops and coming in and off pit road, it changes the way it reads where the cars are at. It takes it a couple laps to get caught back up. You see Davies there, he had to stay below that white line until he crossed that blue cone. Now he can merge back in traffic. As we've ran through our pit stop here, we'll let the rest of the drivers on pit road make the rest of their pit stops. It says William Brown's on pit road. As caution's going to come out. Ooh. What happened there? See the 4 car. Along with the 77. See if we can back it up and see exactly what happened here. There he is. As it just picked up the tail end of it. Maybe we can find the 77. We'll be able to see it from his perspective. Let's back it up here. No, not seeing it from McLaughlin's perspective either. It probably had something to do with everyone coming on the pit road, but that's weird there. Queen Bee with the stars. Thank you, darling. As far as contact on pit road, if you see where the 48 car is, if you're on that side of the yellow line, you still can have a contact incident point. Once you get on the other side of that yellow line, is kind of when the contact stuff kind of goes away. It's basically lets you go through other cars. But you can make contact on pit road. As you watch McLaughlin there on pit road getting the damage fixed. Kind of curious what happened to the 48 there, as he made an unscheduled pit stop, and he's going to be, where is he at? He's going to be 15th. He's sitting on pit road right now. Not sure what happened to him. Maybe had an incident on the racetrack or not. Not 100% sure. See Colin Forster there in the number 24. As several drivers elect to stay out here. They only had 3 laps on their tires at the time, so not a major issue. That's good to know. That's good. That's good advice to hand out there, Miss Rhea. Appreciate that. As apparently Miss Rhea has blown the motor on that that Penske Advanced Auto Parts Mustang. Looks like William Fitz will be your leader here on this restart. As we get ready to go here. Tell you what, we're going to go on board. Actually, we'll go off the roof of the 21 of Fitz here for this start. Everybody listen to this restart.
Hey Johnny, nice to see you again, buddy. It's been a while since we've been together in this race.
I just realized I was muted. Matthew Fitz, it's Robbie. You got a copy, brother?
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir?
I'd be doing a lot better if I could learn to unmute myself. Everyone's probably wondering why I've been so quiet here. I've been talking up a storm. But at 21, looks like it's pretty strong tonight, man. Looks like you're kind of biding your time riding around here, man. What's it going to take to get the job done here tonight as we're approaching that halfway point?
I'm just really trying to wait for the car to settle in. I built it for the long run, so I'm hoping just to get a little bit more grip. These 100 cars are pretty fast. They're hard to catch, but hopefully with some good pit strategies and stuff, we'll be able to get there.
Well, heck yeah, brother. It's definitely looked like you got a hot rod tonight, man. Get ready, strap them in, bolt it up a little bit tighter, and go give those Camaros a run for their money.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir.
Alrighty, it works a lot better if I unmute myself. I had myself muted for that restart and never unmuted myself. So I did say hello to Santa and Ryan as they all came in and answered Charlie's question. The W does stand for Wood Brothers Racing. Um, they like to put the prefix before the driver's name. So that's why when you look at it, it's like, man, that's not his first initial. That's the W is for Wood Brothers Racing. But I'm telling you, this whole broadcasting thing works a lot better when I don't mute myself. So hopefully, y'all please don't let the Queen Bee know because she'll add it to my epic fail record. All right, green flag back in the air. Here we go. Dennis Fusion out front. As downtown William Brown up to second. Weeks runs third, Forrester fourth. And Combs runs in that fifth spot. Downtown, though, he's going to go after the lead here down in turns 3 and 4. As you watch him fan 2-3 wide across the start finish line there. Driver's getting aggressive on this restart. As you watch Patrick enter there in that 78 again. Good solid run for the rookie tonight. As he keeps it going. Fusan. I'm sorry. Fusan. Oh, Uncle Kenny's adding to the list. As the drivers start to settle in here. Looks like we've settled in here. So I tell you what, we've crossed that halfway point. So what do you say we do it through the field here real quick? We'll bring up the driver fun fact bar for you and do a through the field with all the drivers. So let's get our camera situated like we wanted here. And we'll get started with out front right now, your leader, Downtown William Brown out of Hamilton, Ohio. In that 48 Ally car, he's your current leader. Followed by Dennis Fuzon in that number 99 Trackhouse Chevrolet from Huntington Beach, California, trying to get it done at his home track tonight. Old Colin Forrester from Jacksonville, Florida. And that number 24 Exalta Chevrolet, trying to get it done here tonight. He's led the most laps so far tonight. Jonathan Combs, another HMS teammate. They call him Johnny Race Car out of San Francisco, California. Home racetrack for him as well, as he attempts to get it done here tonight. Dean Weeks in that number 41 Haas Tooling Mustang for Stewart Haas Racing, currently running in that fifth spot. They call him Dean Speed Weeks. Currently running sixth. That's the man out of South Bend, Indiana, Matthew Fitz, that number 21. As he tries to get it done here, we got to come up with a nickname for old Matthew. Ryan Jurek in that number 14 Blue Def Ford Mustang out of Fayetteville, West Virginia, currently running in the seventh spot as he battles old Salty Dave in the Thank You Heroes M&M paint scheme out of Pasadena, Maryland. We call him Salty Dave or Dover Dave. It all depends on our mood. Running ninth right now, though, in that number 20. That's going to be old Airland and Seaborn, Bryant Seaborn out of Greenville, Pennsylvania. Rounding out your top 10, though, the man from Lancaster, PA. That's Jeff Weimer in that number 51. As caution back out on the speedway, so we'll have to get caught back up with that here in a minute. See if we can find out where that caution came from. See, Max Davies. Ooh, yeah, Fuzon's still out there. There's Eugene. Poppy. Might have been old Kenny. Let's see if it was Kenny. Of course it won't show it to me. Son of a biscuit. But that's going to put us under caution here right now. That will be our fifth caution flag here tonight for 12 laps, 15 lead changes here at Auto Club Speedway. Your caution information brought to you by Gears and Glitz Gearswear. Check them out at weargng.com. As the field comes to pit road. We'll watch them as they come down the pit road, get to their spots. Shannon! Replay the 20 car. Let's find the 20 here. Bryant Seaborn. Let's go TV2. Oh, he does have damage to that race car. Oh, we just got past them through the field. This happened right in front of Weimer. Oh, 14 catches the wall. He's going to come down and collect the 20. Ooh. Yowza. Yeah, tough break there for old Seaborn. Hopefully he still had a fast repair left. Yeah, definitely fresh tire time. Jeremy Reimer, what's happening? Tell you what, we'll do this real quick for you. Since we weren't able to make it through the field, let's do this. We'll do your top 20 rundown for you right here real quick. Show you who all is where right now. As old Wildin' Out, Nick Cannon currently leads over Forrester, Brown, and Combs. Fuson runs in 5th. Fitz 6th. Lamotte and Weimer. Lester, Salter running out your top 10. Then you got Ginter, Moran, Hewins, Thorne, Jurek, Seaborn, Weeks, Davies, Wilkerson, and Cobb rounding out your top 20. As once again, you are tuned in to the Hook and Reel 250 from Auto Club Speedway. Check them out on Facebook at Hook and Reel Apparel, as they have some really cool merchandise over there, especially if you're into the outdoorsy stuff, fishing and Americana. As we get ready to go back green flag racing here, you're going to have Nick Cannon and Forrester on your front row here. Driving in Dallas again. I hear you, brother. Pace car makes that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Nick Cannon gets the jump on the inside. He's going to clear Forrester before they get down to turn number 1. Question is, though, with that damage on the right-hand side, what's going to happen when they get to the backstretch? But right now, Cannon able to hold the advantage over downtown William Brown, as he's got to the inside of his teammate Forrester, and he's now going after Cannon. As they work down the back straightaway, that damage on the right front going to slow that 2 car down on the straightaway. As they go into turns 3 and 4, you see Combs there trying to work through the middle. They're going to be 3 wide with Fitz down on the bottom. Here comes that Menard Mustang trying to make his way up there. He's bringing the rookie with him. How about old Devin Lamotte there in that number 32? As he's making a debut for himself here tonight, as downtown William Brown's going to be your leader. Forrester, though, wasting no time to go back at him. Again, Forrester's led the most laps so far tonight, as he's going to fall back in line here behind Brown down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. As right now, this race has been all about the Hendrick Motorsports team, as they hold down the top 3 spots. As you see Patrick Ginter there, he's made his way inside the top 10 right there behind Salty Dave. You see old Nick Cannon, old Wildin' Out, falling back there. That damage definitely hurting that car. Uncle Kenny, thank you for reminding me to put the top 5 bar back up. You are the man. So your top 5 bar back up on your left-hand side of your screen. As you watch them work down the back straightaway here. See Michael Zufer in that number 11. As he works to the outside of old Chewy there in the 23. I tell you, it seems like this year on iRacing, the Toyotas are at a slight disadvantage. I mean, I could be mistaken, I could be wrong, but it seems like the Toyotas are struggling a little bit this season. Oh, no, we got a big one. Gene Poppy Duda, he's going to go around, collect the wall, along with the 8 car there. See if we can back it up and see exactly what happened to Poppy Duda here, as he comes through the tri-oval. And him and the 8 just make contact. Look like Poppy's trying to come down a little bit for the corner. The 8 trying to come up a little bit. Or Poppy trying to come up and the 8 trying to come down a little bit to position themselves for the corner. They're going to collide there. And, well, you see the end results. 2 wrecked race cars. Oh, Dan Wilkerson, give a shout out to him as he runs in an 18 spot. Solid night for Dan tonight. Max Davies running that 19 spot. All right, so we know they can go about 25 laps on a tank of fuel, or at least that's the furthest we've seen somebody stretch it. So unless, let's see here, our leaders have been out there for 6 laps. They should be able to stretch it to lap 100 here before they have to pit again. Do you come down this time and get fresh tires, or do you stay out? Personally, I think you stay out. So we'll see how everyone plays this. Looks like most of them are going to decide to stay out here. So we're going to stay out here, and while they stay out, let's head over to Discord one more time. Let's see if we can get another interview with another driver out there. What do you say we talk to... Where is he? Where's the Lamote here? Alrighty, Mr. Lamote, Robbie in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, rookie debut tonight. Going pretty good for you. Riding in the top 10, number 32. How's the car? And you think you got anything for the leaders?
Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. I got a pretty good setup from the team I was jumped into, and they've been really helpful with the strategy and everything. We've been really thinking a lot about how to kind of catch these guys off pitting early and taking 2 tires every once in a while just so we could keep up with them, because I do think they have some pace on us, so it's going to be hard to kind of overtake them, but I'm going to see if I can stay within like the top 15, and I'll be happy with that.
Well, you're definitely proving your worth here tonight, man. You've kept it clean. You know, you've been respectful to all the drivers around you. Is that kind of what your goal was coming in here tonight? Just kind of earn the respect of the drivers around you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I let the guys know in the team that, if they need me to kind of sacrifice myself strategy-wise, and let me know, because I'm just here to, help them out and stay out of everybody's way and not create any mayhem. So, yeah, so far so good.
Well, brother, you've definitely done mission accomplished up to this point, if that's your mission. But you're in a position here to get you a solid top 5, maybe even a top 3 finish, man. So best of luck to you here as we get ready to wind it out, as we've got less than 40 laps to go here.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right, that's the number 32. Your rookie driver tonight is Devin Lamote, as he's making his debut in the Cup Series tonight. I tell you, you think about a rookie driver in a series and what they need to do. He's checking off all the boxes you need to check off tonight. He stayed out of trouble. He's working with his teammates really well, and he's running up front. I'm sure, they didn't care if he ran up front all night, but it makes an impression on the guys when you run up front and, you're respectful at the same time. So hats off to him tonight and the run he's had. And don't forget old Fuson either, as he's making his rookie debut, and he's doing a hell of a job as well in that number 99. So 4 rookies made their debut here tonight, and right now you got 1 in the top 5 and 2 in the top 10. As we get ready to go back green flag racing out of turn number 4, the HMS teammates 1, 2, 3 with Brown, Forrester, and Combs. Fitz rounds up 4th. As we get ready to go out of turn number 4, pace car drops down. Downtown, William Brown's going to get on the loud pedal and try and get the jump on his teammate here. But Forrester gets going as well. Who's going to have the bigger push? Looks like Combs is going to be able to shove William Brown out front as he gets right there behind him. As you see Salty Dave there in 7th with the rookie behind him in 8th. As Forrester on that high side is going to go from 2nd to 3rd, as his teammate Combs is going to work around him as they now work down the back straightaway. Drivers now starting to focus in on that last pit stop. When do they need to make it? Do you take 2 tires? Do you take 4 tires? Do you do just fuel only? I mean, I'll be honest with you, you're going to have to get a full tank of fuel in it, so I don't think fuel only is the way to go, personally. But, I could be wrong. But now, if you're one of the drivers that just pitted on this last caution, you can go a little bit further than these guys. You had the potential to do a fuel-only stop and potentially maybe get away. William McDaniel, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the show. As we work down the back straightaway here, downtown William Brown's your leader. Combs runs second, Forrester third. Old Weimer, though, made his way into the top 5 now in that 51. Never count Weimer out. Weimer's solid competition each and every night. He had a solid run last night. So, let's see what he does. Oh, we got one in the wall. That's the 14 that caught the wall there. That's going to slow Jurek up there as he caught the wall down the front straightaway, and that's going to hurt the downforce on that race car. The Blue Death Mustang definitely going to be struggling now for straightaway speed. As you see the 2 Stewart Haas racing cars, along with the Go Fast entry right there, Go Fast satellite team for Stewart Haas, as they work down into turns 3 and 4. But it seems like tonight, though, the HMS guys are the guys to beat here tonight, as they have figured something out around this racetrack. Oh! We have one in the wall. I believe that was Landry back there, old paparazzi that got the wall. No caution as of now. We stay green. As you watched Eugene Thorne and Zuffer battle it out down the back straightaway. Uncle Kenny says on this track you take 4 tires. I'm doing good today, sir. Cannot complain too much. Cannot complain. As you watch Eugene Thorne there running in that 16th spot in his new team tonight. As he was running for, I believe he was running for Stewart Haas, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I can't remember exactly what team he was running for. Like I said, made the switch this week to a new team. But you see Michael Zuffer there on the top side in that number 11. Again, Zuffer, though, in that Toyota Camry, and it really, honestly, it seems to me that the Toyotas are just at a big disadvantage. I'm not sure why, but they just don't seem to have the pace that the Mustangs and the Camaros have. And the Camaros right now seem to have the most pace of anybody. Colton, honestly, right front, when it comes to saving right fronts on these cars, it's all about wheel input. Honestly, that's all it is. It's wheel input. The guys that are really, really good at it can run a real high steering ratio and are able to just barely turn the wheel and get it to turn. Me personally, I cannot run a real high steering ratio. I don't like the way the car feels. It's too slow and sluggish for me. I like a quicker box. When it gets loose, I want to be able to correct it real fast and gather it. You run that real high steering to save the tires. Even the laziest spin is hard to stop it from happening. But you're watching right now, though, Colin Forrester has made his way back out front over teammate William Brown. As we keep going here, not sure. As ATVO is freaking out on me all of a sudden. As Colin Forrester is your leader by 0.4 of a second over teammate downtown William Brown. Combs run third, Weimer fourth, and Salter fifth. But we've got not a lot of laps here until they probably come to pit road. Me personally, I want to come to pit road 102, 103 if possible. Be as far to the good as I can be so I don't have to worry about running out of fuel. And I can just go as hard as I need to go here all the way through the end of the race. But, Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we talked about Travis at the beginning of the broadcast, Miss Rhea, and you know how our hearts go out to his family right now on their time of need. But hate to hear that Rhodes had a electrical malfunction there and take the car behind the wall. Shannon, tell him I said thank you. As you watch Dan Wilkerson there running in the 15th spot. As right now, take a look here. We still have 21 drivers on the lead lap. As Nick Cannon runs in the 21st spot, last car on the lead lap. As you see Devin Lamotte, the rookie here, he's falling back a little bit here. Not sure. Ooh, oh, save it, 007. He saves it, but wow, that thing, old James Bond got loose there. As you see Michael Lester work to the inside here as they come through the corner. Him and Dan Wilkerson battling for that 13th or 14th spot. So I put this to you out there in the chat. If we get another green flag pit stop, how late do you want to take that green flag pit stop? You tell me. Me personally, I'm thinking 102, 103. Because it seems like 25 laps is that max window that they're able to make. So, you tell me, where would you want to pit? I know I don't want to come in anytime before lap 100. Tell Jeremy to focus on driving. As you watch Dan Wilkerson here making his way through turns 3 and 4. As it looks like Brown's already coming to pit road. Ooh, leader's already coming down. So this is interesting. As we're working lap 96 here. Heck yeah. Rhea said, we getting a new motor in this baby. We finna take off. That's why you're typing, Shannon. I hear you. Just watch Ryan Jurek there in the number 14. Falling back to 14th with that damage on that race car. As he's trying to make his way back up through the field once he gets his pit stop and gets some of that damage fixed on the right-hand side. We saw him make contact with the wall. Only one green-white checker, Uncle Kenny. Only one. Okay, HEO was just going crazy here. They hadn't pitted yet. I didn't think they had pitted already. So, man, that's way too early to pit. Way too early. But right now, our leader's been out there for 23 laps currently. So, he's about to start dirt tracking on asphalt. I hear you. As you watch Albert Hewins there in the 13th position of the number 10 car. Now, Brian Seaborn, who runs in the 4th spot, he's only been out there for 16 laps. So he's going to be able to stretch it a little bit further than our leaders. But now Seaborn is already 3 seconds behind. Hey, I feel you there, Uncle Kenny. I feel you, brother. As you see Matthew Fitch there running in the 7th spot. Matthew right there behind Weimer. So we're completing lap 99 this time, starting lap 100. And it looks like Weimer is going to come to pit road right here. So either he's confident he can make it to the end from here, or he has no choice but to pit. But our leaders are starting their 25th lap here on lap 100. As we watch Dennis Fuson here in the number 99, currently running in that 7th spot. Uncle Kenny says 105 if I can make it. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's see here. Leaders are staying out again. This will be their 26th lap. Lap 101. Now remember though, the leaders also on this run, they were aided by a caution. So they may be able to go to lap 105, 106 possibly. You know, because it's a 2-to-1 ratio under caution. So it's going to be interesting to see. But it looks like here come the HMS guys to pit road right now. They're coming down right now. So we're going to watch them here on pit road. They've got to be mistake-free here. Last thing you want to do is overshoot your pit box or get a speeding penalty. As we watch them come down. Alrighty, they're in their pit box. The 5 car kind of tiptoed in there. That's going to cost them some time. As you watch the 21, wow, that's a good entry. 21's going to make up some ground there on that entry. Yeah, you see Combs there. He's going to lose some grounds to these two guys. So Forrester, Brown, and their teammate Combs all come in on lap 101. Head back out on lap 102. Can Brown get around his teammate, or will he be as respectful as he possibly can be? But I think he's going to... I don't know. Colin Forrester right now currently runs in the 8th spot. Or 5th now as you watch other drivers come to pit road. Albert Hewen's still out there. Alright, so Chuck Cobb just came to pit road. He ran 29 laps just then before pitting. Ooh, this is going to be close. Because right now, Forster and Brown haven't slowed off a bit. They're still running just as hard as they were at the beginning of this race. So it's going to be close. Ooh, we watch him go down the back straightaway. Brown still applying pressure to the back bumper here of Forster. This is going to be your battle for the lead once everything cycles through, potentially here. But I'm looking here. It looks like Matthew Fitz done 2 tires on his stop. But he's still going to be 4 seconds behind these guys. Sean Hewins is still out there. But that's going to hand the lead back to Forrester once Hewen pits. Hewen may be hoping for a caution. Charlie says, I love this racing, no commercials. There you go. Yeah, Matthew Fitz with a 10.4 second pit stop. That tells me he took 2 tires. Because our leaders are at a 14.5 and a 14.4 for their pit stops. So Because you know he had to at least put a full tank of fuel in it. So, question is, I mean, it's going to get him inside the top 5. Unfortunately, he's going to be 6 seconds behind our leaders here. As downtown William Brown's going to get around Forrester here for the lead with 20 laps to go. Now, we've seen this play out earlier in the race. Brown was able to get around Forrester, pull out about a second, but then Forrester kind of ran him back down. So did Brown learn anything early in the race over his teammate to be able to use it to his advantage? Or did he just kind of toy with his teammate just to see what he could do? Yeah, Charlie, I agree with you. Points are points. He's gonna make up a crap load of points. Because he came in 7th. He came out 4th, so. Oh, he's not back in pit road, is he? No, he's still out on the track. He's still out there. He's running 5th now. But he's going to be 4th once it cycles all the way through. Because Hewen still is not came to pit road. Because it looks like there's Albert Hewen, your leader. As he works down through turns 1 and 2 and heads to the backstretch. Yeah. Murphy just woke up from his nap. He always wakes up at the worst times. Have you noticed that? So I'm trying to pet him and keep him quiet. So if you guys hear thumping and stuff, that's my Basset Hound's tail beating on stuff. As it looks like Albert Hewins is going to come to pit road this time as he's slow through turns 3 and 4. Yeah, he's going to go to the apron here. He'll bring it to pit road. So that should hand the lead back over to Forrester once it all cycles out here. So we'll see as we watch Hewins here on pit road. As Brown and Forrester go by, they'll take over the 1st and 2nd spot. Combs will go to 3rd. As we got 17 laps to go. As the leaders start to work into lap traffic here. Yeah. I don't know what it is about big dogs and thinking they're lap dogs, but my Murphy thinks he's one too. And I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like a 70-pound Basset Hound laying in your lap. They make themselves known. As I'm trying to figure out, I don't see Fitz all of a sudden. Where is Fitz? There he is. He's in 4th still. HVO just hadn't caught up for some reason. Seems like maybe he blinked out for a little bit there and it freaked out for a minute. But he runs in that 4th spot, 10 seconds behind our leaders. Combs lost 3 seconds on that pit stop. That hesitation getting into his box. You know, we talked about it when they come to pit road. We talked about how Combs was real hesitant getting in his box and how it was going to cost him time. It cost him 3 seconds. As Brown continues to lead over Forrester's, we got 15 laps to go. There you see Jonathan Combs. And that purple bumper you see up there, that is Forrester, his teammate. Ooh, 112 pounds. That's a big puppy. I got a friend in Missouri that works for the USO. She does Great Dane service dogs that the USO takes out whenever the troops come in and let the troops love on those big lunks. But her youngest one, her puppy of the bunch, as Forrester's gone back to the lead. See, I told you. Forrester let Brown go that last time and then chased him back down. So it looks like he done it again to him. But her youngest one, I think he's only a year old. And I think he's already 132 pounds. So William Brown now back to 2nd. As Forrester has taken back over the lead. See, here's the thing. I'll take the 150-pound German Shepherd because the thing about a German Shepherd and the way a German Shepherd sits, like, I'm telling you out there, yeah, the Bassett's only 70 pounds, but dude, when he puts all 70 pounds on one of them little stubby legs and lays it on you, all of his weight as he can on that one leg, it'll get you. As we got 13 laps to go, as ATVO is freaking out for me, but right now, your leader is still Forrester, as I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing. As it seems like some people are kind of blinking in and out of the server here on us, which is causing part of our issue. There's no way that entire team just blinked out at one time. Yeah, there they are. I don't know why it was doing that to me. As Jeff Weimer runs in that fourth spot. As him and Salters have made their way around Fitz. Fitz falls back to 6 now. Those two tires starting to give up here towards the end. But Colin Forster still your leader. Brown runs second. Combs third. Salter up to fourth. Weimer fifth. As we'll have 10 laps to go when the leader gets back to the stripe. I'm talking while driving. You learn to drive by Braille. As you see Jeff Weimer there running in that fifth spot. But 9 laps to go. Forrester your leader. Brown runs second. Combs third. Salter fourth. Weimer fifth. Matthew Fitz sixth. Seaborn seventh. Fuson in eighth. Moran runs ninth. And Dean Weeks runs 10th. Kendra says, I love big dogs. They're so derpy and loving. They are derpy. Big dogs are derpy. I will say that much. Big dogs are very derpy. You know, and they're full of love. It's like the meme says, you know, the 10 most aggressive dog breeds. And it's like you cannot breed aggression into a dog. And then the last one is Chihuahua. Those things are just mean. But you know, if you have a Chihuahua, the Chihuahuas are nice and loving to you. They're just mean to everyone else. I remember when I was married, my ex-wife, she had a dog called a Japanese Chin. And that thing, we used to joke around and said that dog only had place in its heart for 3 people. It was my ex-wife, me, and our groomer. Beyond that, that dog didn't like nobody. As we watch Jeff Weimer here come out of turn number 4. Oh! Ooh, Weimer, get close to that wall, bro. Get close to that wall. As 7 laps to go as we go back up front here with your leader. You see Colin Forster now stretching that advantage over downtown William Brown. Combs runs third. It has just been a dominating performance for the HMS guys here tonight. Wee man, what's going on, brother? About time you showed up. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. As we've got 5 laps to go now. Or we should have 5 laps to go. We still have 6 to go. Okay. 6 laps to go for Forster, Brown, and Combs. Again, dominating performance for the HMS guys, as they have just been the class of the field all night long. No one's really been able to challenge them. A couple guys have gotten up there and given them a run for their money a little bit, but honestly, no one's been able to do anything with them. Maybe they'll fail inspection. Right height inspection failure at the end there, Charlie. It took Wee Man a bit to build something. I ended up turning the computer on. It probably did. We got 5 laps to go as the Forester works down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Fuel shouldn't be an issue. Should be able to make it all the way to the end on fuel, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. At this point, if you're Forester, all you're hoping is that you only see 2 more flags tonight. You definitely don't want to see a third one. As Forster works his way through lap traffic, he's going to catch up with old Johnny Castle here as they come out of turn number 2. 4 to go as they work down the back straightaway. You see Colin just being patient here, working around lap traffic. And that's really what he's got to do. Ooh. Someone sparked off the wall. Okay, Wee Man, that's not good that your car doesn't want to stay running, and that's awesome that his aunt's going to take the dogs to her house so you don't have to drive 200 plus miles every day. You know. As we've got 3 laps to go. As you watch Colin Forster dominating performance here tonight, he's going to lead 6. He's led 67 of the laps so far tonight. 125 laps of distance. He's already locked up the most laps led tonight. He's led over half of this thing. But he's going to end up leading, what, 69 laps, 70 laps when it's all said and done. Just a dominating performance here for Colin Forster tonight. And then number 24, Exalta Chevrolet for HMS. But just really honestly, what can you say about the guys at HMS? They came out here prepared for tonight, and they really put something on. And you know, it goes to show how good of a team that HMS team is all 3 of them are running in the top 3. So it's not a matter of one of them being really fast and the other 2 struggling. They were all up front. As Forster crosses the stripe, gets that Serena sweeps up, so 1 to go, white flag. As it's telling me no, Combs is out there in 3rd. Wayne Brown's out there as well. Okay. It was doing something funky for me for a second there. As Colin Forster works down the back straightaway. Yes, sir, Colton, you and me both, brother. As Colin Forster is going to work out of turn number 4, he'll see the flag he's been wanting to see all race long, the checkered flag, as Colin Forster is going to be the winner of tonight's Hook and Reel 250 from Auto Club Speedway in a dominating fashion, as he's going to lead 70 of 125 laps here tonight, as the HMS team just puts it on the field tonight. Yeah, hell of a job for Fitz tonight coming home 10th. That definitely paid off for him. And Charlie, man, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us and talking, man. We appreciate you hanging out with us. As you watch Colin Forster bring it out of turn number 4, we're going to let him get all the way around to the front stretch. And we're going to pause it. We're going to roll that beautiful beam footage for our Matrix Muscle Cars post-race show. And then we'll be back to interview your top 3 drivers and get their impressions on the end of this thing. So let's roll that beautiful beam footage, and we'll be right back with your Matrix Muscle Cars post-race show.
Let me ask you, do you have projects hanging around your yard? Maybe they're in your garage. Or hey, if you're my dad, you find them every time you cut grass. Let me tell you what, you need to check out the guys at Matrix Muscle Cars. Let me tell you about this little company down there in Birmingham, Alabama called Matrix Muscle Cars. These guys take old and make new. Whether it be a full restoration, hey, who knows, maybe you got a rat rod that you want custom, a pickup, they can do it all. Let me tell you, they like to take old and make new. All right, so that's all I've got. Be sure you go check them out on Facebook. Once again, Matrix Muscle Cars, Birmingham, Alabama, taking old and making new. Hey, which way is it to Alabama?
Alrighty, folks, welcome to the Matrix Muscle Cars Taking Old, Making New post-race show. Matrix Muscle Cars, based out of Birmingham, Alabama, your number one source for classic car restorations. Look no further than Nick and the guys at Matrix Muscle Cars for your next restoration need that you may have. Whether it's an old classic car or the new modern muscle cars, they work on them all. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, but most importantly, go over to their website, matrixmusclecars.com, where you can keep up with each and every build as it goes through its different build stages. Matrix Muscle Cars, taking old, making new, and proud sponsors of the best damn post-race show on iRacing. Alrighty, let's go over to Discord. And let's pull in our third place driver, old Jonathan Combs. As we look for him, he's probably up here in HMS. He is. Pull him down here. Jonathan Combs, Robbie in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, brother, you're going to come home tonight's Gears and Glitz third place finisher, man. I tell you, the HMS team was strong tonight.
Oh yeah, we had them cars dialed in. We were all on a rail.
Yeah, you guys were definitely class of the field tonight, man. It seemed like what kind of hurt you on that last stint there was that last pit stop. You were a little hesitant getting in your box. Is that what cost you the time there?
Yep, just a little bit. I knew we had a good enough lead and good enough cars, and I wasn't going to catch Colin or William, so I was like, you know what, just do a good team 1, 2, 3 finish, and I don't have a lot of luck with green flag pit stops, so I'd rather just come in a little bit soft, just to make sure, because I knew my luck I was going to overshoot it or speed or do something silly like that. So I was pretty content just running third. It didn't bother me. I knew it was going to be a good day for all of us. I saw in restarts we could pretty much control how we wanted to do restarts. So yeah, just wanted to get it out of there clean and finish the race. Not the most exciting race I've ever had, but definitely a good day for us.
I tell you, man, it's one of those deals where, you know, I've been fortunate to kind of be in the same situation where I have teammates and we're just on it that night, and we know one of us is going to win it, and you kind of have an idea, okay, this guy is a little bit better than the rest of us, so you kind of accept, you know, I'm not going to be able to completely run with him, but you know, if you take away your two teammates, man, there wasn't a car in this field that really honestly had a chance to compete with you guys.
Agreed. Jeff came out of nowhere. I don't know where Jeff came from. He came like a bat out of hell, and me and him had a great race there for, gosh, it felt like about forever. It must only been 5 laps or so, but man, we were side by side there for a long time. That was definitely the most fun I had all race. But I knew, you know, me racing with him, I was kind of burning his stuff up a little bit. He was burning out mine, so I knew right then and there, no matter what, William and Colin were gone. There was no, unless there was a caution, it was their race to lose. And it looks like William was falling off real hard at the last couple of laps. I don't know if he brushed the wall or what happened, or he was saving fuel. I know we were all saving fuel really hard. I think I was 1.2 laps to the good. So if we had a caution, we were in a lot of trouble. But it was a good race and happy for our team.
Well, yeah, brother. Like I said, you're going to come home to nice Gears and Glitz third place finisher. Who all you want to give shout outs to?
Colin, Jason, and William over at Hendrick. Reef put on the league. You for the broadcast. I always enjoy grabbing a beer and watching this after the race. And yeah, that was it. iRacing. Fun service, something to do in the winter.
Yeah, brother. Well, congratulations. Celebrate with the team because I'm going to tell you, HMS was, whew, you guys were fast tonight.
All right, man. It was good talking to you. I'll talk to you next week.
You too, brother. All right, that's going to be your third place finisher, Jonathan Combs, as he's going to come home in third place tonight. We're now going to go catch up with your second place finisher, driver that number 48 HMS Racing Chevrolet, old Ally sponsored car. Let's bring him in here. It's going to be old downtown William Brown. Downtown William Brown, Robbie in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do, Robbie.
Well, man, I'm going to start charging you rent because you're spending more time in this booth than anyone else, man. I tell you, brother, the HMS team was strong tonight. You know, I talked to your teammate, to Jonathan there about it, man, but you guys were just ungodly fast tonight.
Yeah, we all had similar setups off of the same kind of baseline, kind of tweaked it and ran at very similar times, ran good with each other, and we were very happy. I was happy with how the track state was today, and the weather worked in our favor.
Yeah, definitely did, brother. I tell you, you know, I watched you and Colin kind of battle there for a little bit. It seemed like earlier in the run you were a little bit quicker than him, but his car over the long run was just a tick faster than yours.
Yeah, I just told him a minute ago, don't help that I took a phone call while I was at the end of that run. Work called for a second, and I put it on speaker, and I was good, but threw me off pace a little. But no, he was faster than me anyways. Those long runs, he had the better car.
That would explain why you fell off so much there at the end. So
Yeah, and I tapped the wall a tad.
we were kind of wondering why you fell back a little bit there, but man, hell of a run for you. This entire last three races have all been good to you, man. But at the end of the day, you know, I know as a racer, and especially when you're on teams, and when a performance like tonight with the entire team, you know, everyone always talks about the individuals that get stuff done, but when a team is able to come together like y'all's done tonight, it's got to feel good.
Oh, it feels great. It feels like the work we kind of put in and tweaking and trying to get ready and preparing for the week, it feels like it pays off.
Well, yeah, brother. You're going to come home tonight, Gearhead Coffee, second place finisher. Who all you want to give shout outs to?
We go out to my teammates here, Jonathan Coombs, Jason Ricketts, Colin Forrester. We all had, a good run, good setups. Just really happy about how it turned out.
Oh, yeah, brother. Congratulations, man. And I'll send you the rent bill next week.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, that is your second place finisher, Mr. William Brown in that number 48 Ally Chevrolet. We're now going to catch up with the man that just straight dominated this race tonight. Driver of that number 24 Exalta Chevrolet. Let's pull him in here. Your winner from down in Shatter Batter Victory Lane, Colin Forster. Colin, man, you're going to lead 70 laps tonight, and the HMS team just dominates this thing. But at the end of the day, even your teammates were all chasing you.
Yeah, it was definitely a good setup. Jason Ricketts had it in the 9, and I did a few tweaks on it, but all three of us, or all four of us, were pretty fast. Jason had a little mishap, which just got him some damage, and he couldn't really recover from it. But definitely me, William, and Jonathan were definitely, I would say, pretty confidently the three fastest cars all night. And I think I had the best long run car, but I mean, short run was who's because just the draft of how important it is here with the new aero package. But yeah, it was a good run for us.
Yeah, I talked to your teammate there, William. Me and him were talking about the fact that it seemed like over the short run he may have had a little bit of an advantage on you, but once you guys got into a full length long run, your car was just a tick faster than everybody else's, and you're able to run him back down, get around him, and put gap on him again.
Yeah, I set it up a little loose because cars get super tight on the long run here. Just was a little. I gave up some early to get it back in the long run. It paid off when we were just able to keep 1, 2, and 3 pretty much the whole race, and we were just great setup. Just some people had long runs, some people had short run, and yeah.
Well, yeah, brother. Well, the fans are watching you burn it down on the front stretch, man. While they watch you burn it down, Microphone is yours from Shadow Batter Victory Lane. Who all you want to give shout outs to?
Shout out to all my teammates, William, Jonathan, Jason especially for the setup. Had to make a few tweaks, but it was still a really good setup. Shout out to you guys doing the broadcast as well. Shout out to my family. I know they're watching right now. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, brother. Well, congratulations on the victory. Celebrate it, burn it down. They don't come often, but when they do, enjoy the hell out of them, brother. Congratulations, because you dominated and earned this one tonight.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, folks. That'll be your race winner from down there in Shatter Batter Victory Lane. As Colin Forster in at 24, we watch him continue his burnout down there. He just straight up was dominant here tonight. Just an amazing run all around. I mean, I really don't know what else to say other than it's just HMS was strong here tonight. I know the guys in the league, you know, that's not what they want to hear, as they want to stop that domination of the HMS team. But right now, the HMS team is on fire. You're going to have to come get it from them, guys. But let's go through your final race results here. Colin Forster is going to walk away your winner. Downtown William Brown's going to come home second. Jonathan Combs comes home third. David Salter comes home fourth. Fifth's going to go to Jeff Weimer. Sixth to Bryant Seaborn. Seventh goes to Matthew Fitz with that two-tire strategy there at the end. Dennis Fuzon comes home eighth at his home track. Ninth's going to go to Marshall Moran. Michael Lester battles back for a top 10 tonight. Hell yeah, Michael. Good job. Chuck Cobb comes home 11th. Albert Hewins comes home 12th. 13th's going to go to Dan Wilkerson. Michael Zuver comes home 14th. Devin Lamote in that number 32 comes home with the top 15. Said he's what he wanted to do was get a top 15. He's able to do it. Eugene Thorne in his new ride comes home 16th. 17th's going to go to Dean Weeks. Oh, wilding out Nick Cannon is going to come home 18th. Brian Chewy Chew comes home 19th. Patrick Ginter comes home 20th. 21st is going to go to old James Bond himself, Max Davies. 22nd it goes to Ryan Gurick. David Bout comes home 23rd at his home track. Oh, Just Dave comes home in 24th. 25th is going to go to Whitfield in that 62. Johnny Castle comes home 26th. Poppy Jean Duda comes home 27th. And old super sub Gary Armijo comes home 28th tonight, filling in. 29th is going to go to Kenny Heath in that number 27. Roland Paparazzi Landry comes home 30th. Montgomery comes home 31st in that 8 car. And Miami Vice, Robbie Vice, ends up 32nd tonight. 33rd goes to Shane Wilden Sr. in the 17. McLaughlin comes home 34th. Austin Rhodes has an issue, ends up having to retire early. He comes home 35th as he was filling in for old Texas Nichols there. Jason Ricketts, the other part of the HMS team, doesn't have the race he wanted to have with his teammates. He's going to come home a disappointing 36th tonight. 37th is going to go to Miss Rhea Ferris. Old Snowflake, she's learned, don't put that much tape on the car to blow it up. Chad Hitchcock comes home 38th, and Eddie Rivers is going to round out the field tonight in 39th. Those are your 39 drivers that done battle here tonight in the ISNF CMP Rivers Furniture and Decor Cup Series for the Hook and Reel 250 from Auto Club Speedway. Hope everybody enjoyed the race. Don't go too far, though, because here in about an hour, we got another race as we're going to get the Indoor Nationals kicked off. It's going to be a fun time in the dirt from the Chili Bowl as the Street Stocks take center stage in night number 1 for those guys. So hope to see everybody over there for that. But as I like to end our broadcast off here recently, make sure you hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them that you love them because life is too short. You never know what's going to happen in this world. Things change. You never know. Crazy world that we live in nowadays. But hopefully we'll see everybody here in a little bit. If not, we'll see you the next time you guys decide to tune in with us. If you haven't yet, drop a like and a follow on the Facebook page. Really appreciate it if you would do that. Also, if you're over on the YouTube side, drop us a subscription and ring the bell over there for us. And drop us a thumbs up on the video. It helps as well. But appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in as always. And like I said, still got 2 more races tonight. So hopefully you'll tune in for them. But everybody have a great rest of your night.